State of New California notice to all Californians. Grievance 20, June 5th, 2018. New California is a new state in development, exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Article 4, Section 3, United States Constitution states, new states may be admitted by the Congress into this union, but no new states shall be formed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any state be formed by the junction of two or more states, or parts of states, without the consent of the legislatures of the states concerned, as well as the Congress. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state, provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and 4. We are determined, quote, to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States, unquote. New California Declaration of Independence, January 15, 2018 stated, quote, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government. When the long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism. It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for the future security. So it is the history of the past and present governor and government of California who have a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of a tyranny over the counties of New California and the state of California. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to seek a constitutional remedy to the abuse of powers. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or of the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for the redress of grievances. Therefore, the counties of New California bring forward 40 grievances against the government of California to be announced in public on Tuesday at 11 a.m. each week for 40 weeks. We are at Grievance 20. Statement of New California, Grievance 20, Statement of Facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical communist state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across the southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator. Declaration of Grievance. The Second Amendment of the United States Constitution states, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, to the right of the people to keep and bear arms, shall not be infringed. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4 states, the United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a Republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened, against domestic violence. Failure of the government of California to provide a Republican form of government. Failure of the government of California to protect against domestic violence. The Second Amendment to the United States Constitution protects the right of the people to, quote, keep and bear arms, and was adopted on December 15, 1791 as part of the first 10 amendments contained in the Bill of Rights. The Second Amendment is an auxiliary right, supporting the natural rights of self-defense and resistance to oppression, and the civic duty to act in concert in defense of the state. The communist California governor and the communist monoparty system and monoparty legislature is entrapping law-abiding California citizens who are exercising their Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms by forcing citizens to register their firearms with the state. Failing to register is a crime in California. History has well documented these governments who have disarmed their citizens. Adolf Hitler used similar legislative tactics on the German citizens in 1938, as those who are now seen being utilized by California communist monoparty legislature and the communist governor who eagerly signs the bill into law. In the last century, the following happened when governments forced citizens to first register their confiscated firearms. Turkey disarmed citizens between 1915 and 1917. then massacred 1.5 million Armenians. Russia disarmed its citizens between 1929 and 1953, then murdered 20 million Russian dissidents. China disarmed its citizens between 1948 and 1952, then murdered 20 million Chinese at will. Germany disarmed its citizens between 1939 and 1945, then murdered 16 million Jews and others in concentration camps and ghettos. Cambodia disarmed its citizens between 1975 and 1977, then murdered 1 million of the educated people. Guatemala disarmed its citizens between 1964 and 1981, then murdered 100,000 Mayan Indians. Uganda disarmed its citizens between 1971 and 1979, then murdered 300,000 Christians. Utilizing Marxist, Leninist, and Maoist revolutionary tactics, the communist California governor, monoparty system, and local government officials support and celebrate these tactics as a means to introduce and subvert all aspects of California government and civil society in an attempt to destroy the state of California and break down the sovereignty of the Union of the United States of America. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California Communist government, in conjunction with the Communist State Executive, instituted wherever the current Communist governor has usurped power, has created a reign of terror of United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very Union of States, which gives us our liberty and our freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting communist governor and the monoparty legislature, local elected officials, is evidence of the abdication of their responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state of California and its citizens of the United States living in California. This concludes these proceedings. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call 1-877-828-2753, or if you have comment, 877-828-2753, newcaliforniastate.com.